Hello, welcome back to my Epic Mickey Rebrushed playthrough. Last time we went through the Asia boat ride and the world of Gremlin Village, and we were left with a choice of going through a door down there or through this projector in the windmill. And there's a piece of concept art there I must get first. I nearly forgot about that. I did in my original playthrough. I hope no one comments that on the video. I'll make sure to say I do, because I need that piece of concept art for yesterday's thumbnail. There may not be unfinished I don't know why he says this. I think it's in case you forgot to do something, because he says it again 2 or 3 other points in the game. But we've gotten everything done, so we're going through Clock Cleaner's Scene 2, and I'm pretty sure there's another stupid film reel in this level. Or it's Scene 3. No, it is this level. So if you remember in the previous one, one of the film reels was for literally just blindly drop down a pit. Not that one, this one. This one isn't too bad though, because you can clearly see that there's like an opening and gears underneath. When you're standing here you can kind of see that. The other one was just kind of dumb. So the second one, just run through the rest of the level, then we'll get it up top. I've got a hiccup suddenly, oh god, that's not good. No, I can't have hiccups for the rest of the recording, that's terrible. Right, stand on here, and then this'll... Going up takes you to the end, going along here takes you to the film reel. There it is. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I made it. Can you stand on this? I don't think you can stand on the gear. Oops, on the chain I mean. You can stand on the pipe. I could have just waited for that, but no. Oh, right, actually, there is something else. It is in this level, so this is new. So it's quite jarring and funny, but after the end of a projector level, you can just keep going. There's just more level now. Wow. Welcome to the rest of the level. Really pretty ending of the clock. There is another film reel here. Wait, what did I pick up originally? Was it concept art? Oh, it was. So, yeah, the other film reels there. That's a really cool new, like, level bit there. I like that. Quite a few levels have, not projector screens. Quite a few projector screen levels have film reels hidden either before the beginning of the level or after the end of the level, and it's quite funny, like, what the... Oh, I love that. It's so clever. And the amount of, like, rework done to the projector screen levels makes it feel like a whole new game, almost. You're right there, Gus, what are you saying? Oh, there we go. We should attempt to get inside that Colosseum. Try get closer and search for a way in. Yeah, who do you think's over there? Wait for it. Wait for it. There he is. Originally he would have been standing on the wooden platform where you could see him. But, right, this is interesting. So this projector screen, when you go through the windmill, you're usually way closer to the Colosseum. But now, it's like pretty much at the start of the actual... Oh, shoot. At the start of the other projector screen, where the Leaning Tower of Pisa is. So, here, I'm not going to do it in this run, as much as people probably want to see it happen. I'm going to do it in the thinner run, but you can actually destroy the Leaning Tower of Pisa and the Eiffel Tower in this level, so France haters are on a field day today. But, I'm going to go this way instead, so there's a lot more to this path now, which is cool. There's more to do in this level, because if you take the windmill path in the original, this level is really short, especially if you do the good path for Small Pete. There's a few collectibles around here though that aren't worth it. There is a chest though, still. Now, I'm gonna have to go back, because behind those walls there are actually a few things to collect. I mean, you can destroy the, I think if you paint all the gears in, this is how you get the chest. Yeah, it is. You just gotta platform your way up. You don't really lose or gain anything if you destroy the Eiffel Tower, which, you'll love to see it. But, oops. I don't know if I want to do it in this run, because it kind of takes away from the fact this is the good run. If I do it in the evil run, it, like, fits more, so that's probably what I'll do. And if there's collectibles up there, then we'll get them on the other run. So, after that chest, you can just go straight into the Colosseum, but I do believe there are a few other things in here, and if not, then I'll just, we'll just cut to the Colosseum. But like, there is a big portion of this level you are kind of skipping. Speaking of skipping, I'm just gonna skip past all these guys. But if you go through here now, there is actually a secret behind this wall that wasn't here originally. So these gears were originally outside on that wall, but now they're hidden behind a maintenance wall, which I think actually is way better because it doesn't take the immersion away that there's just random gears on the wall of small world like this. So yeah, just one of those like, maintenance walls, as one of the gremlins named them. Hitting this, and it makes this platform appear, which didn't in the original, because you just jumped on some paintable clouds, and this is where you're given the option to thin out the Eiffel Tower and make it collapse. And if you do, it creates a bridge to, you can jump on this balloon actually. If you thin out the Eiffel Tower, it makes a bridge to another entrance to the Colosseum down there. You can see the bridge, the path I mean. Come up this balloon, come up the balloon, ride the balloon, and you get a piece of concept art up here. Friends can live for another day. And then down there, I don't think there is another one, but you can actually... Mickey does not take enough fall damage, he should be taking more than that. He doesn't have his original screaming sound when he falls, so he goes, whoa! But yeah, you can keep going through the back of the wall over here. I don't think there actually is a collectible here, but it just connects like these two areas, so you don't have to just cross the thinner, you can just walk around. So that's where the other projector would have taken us. A bunch of blotlings here. Now if you jump up here, you can see that these little pillars are shiny, because you can shake them like this. If you do it enough, it collapses the entire tower. If you spin this though, instead of doing that, it gets rid of the whirlpools. So now the bolts can come out. So I completed the quest too, wow. Doing stuff I didn't actually need to do. But there is something I noticed, that inside where those bolts come out from, there is actually... Oops. No, come back! What the... Oh god, okay. There is actually a room in there now that I noticed that you can go through. I'm gonna need to kill you, I think. I need some parts. You're not giving me them, okay. This will probably give me one. There we go. You can see in there is actually a room. I'm gonna just damage boost my way over. I'm probably gonna die doing this, actually. I don't think there was concept art down there, but it's cool that you can go in there now. If there is concept art down there, then I've just lost it, so... Oops. I guess that's a showcase of what happens when you die. It's kind of like Mario Odyssey, you just lose a bunch of E-tickets. I think that's a perfectly fair system. Why do the bolts go through a pipe that's like barely big enough to get through? Right, I'm going to cut to back up there because it's going to take a few minutes. Right, we're back here now, so... going through this way is always the path I take when going to the Colosseum, as I never really destroy the Eiffel Tower. I know, how cringe. But... let me just get rid of that. You can just jump in, but if you want to like get a few extra bits, then you can go through there on the boat. But there isn't anything there. If there is, then well, we'll get it next time, and someone can correct me in the comments if there actually was, because I've already forgot if there was something there. There is a cool area. That's where you. Right, well, I'm gonna slow down. We're gonna go at the natural pace. Teleported down here. Hey, Mickey! You did it! I might have misjudged you, but watch out, my cousin over on Main Street makes me seem like a cuddly little kitten. Oh, and help yourself to some treasure. As for me, time to go. So yeah, if you don't help Small Pete, because we're in a Colosseum, he spawns in waves of blotlings you have to fight. But if you help him, he opens the treasure room that we just walked past, and it has a concept art and a chest inside. Yeah, so this arena is kind of just only really used if you do the thinner path. I do like that there's a big lion head there now that Small Pete stands inside, and we can actually go in there. Because originally it was just like a, oh, I'm not good enough. It was just a hallway, and you couldn't go in there. You could boundary break and like use the camera to look inside, but you can actually go there now, and that's really cool. I think this might actually be a shorter video, to be honest, because I might just end it after the boss fight. I think that'll be fine. Nothing wrong with shorter videos. There's nothing here. I think this is where the concept art used to be originally, rather than being the centre of the room. The chest was there. It used to be Inky Mickey in this room. One of my favourite pieces of concept art from the original game. It is actually in this game, believe it or not, but we'll get it later on. But yeah, I love the Inky Mickey piece, but while we're praising the original concept art, let's have a look at the new concept art. So there's Asia Boat Ride, there's the Fire Bridge, World of Gremlins, I really like that one. I like the Gremlin houses ones because they're really cute, the new houses. Clock Cleaners, Asia Boat Ride, the Colosseum, this is really good, this one. So, when I said about concept artists, you can tell that this is not by Jenny because it has a clearly different art style, quite 3D looking actually, with some of the Oswald statues. I've picked up that I'm pretty sure it's Jerome that does a lot more of the 3D stuff for this game, I think. Unless I'm misremembering it, but this is a really, really cool looking piece. So if you come up here, there's the... So this area is actually different. It used to be just a small little hallway you went down to get to the projector screen. But you actually go up now because you can jump on top of the little lion head that Small Pete stands inside of. And there's a hole over there you can drop into it, but I like this one. You can stand on the nose of the head. I think it's supposed to be... It looks like the Cave of Wonders head actually from Aladdin. You can run all the way over here, get these e-tickets, but that's all that's here. It's just a cool little level of detail that... That's where Small Pete went, rather than it just being a dead end. Carl's playing Mordhau. Something bad's going to happen. But yeah, we've made it. So we get one more Steamboat Willie projector screen. And we're going to face the Clocktower, as Gus said. Now, the Clocktower has not actually been hinted towards at all for this entire story so far. But in the Epic Mickey comic, or, what was it, like the storybook you can buy of the game, it's implied that the Clocktower is responsible for destroying Gus's house. I'm not sure how he did that, considering he's a completely stationary but sentient being. It's a bit weird, but unless he has connections to all of the rides and pipes in this area, which, yeah, that kind of makes sense considering he is the Small World Clocktower. You'd assume he is part of the ride or controls it all. You can ground pad that to get it up quicker. Here's the potato room where Mickey is forced to work after... I don't think many people actually know that. The iconic scene of Mickey on Steamboat Willie, he's not even supposed to be there. He was being cheeky, stole Pete's hat and started driving it. And literally seconds after that iconic whistling scene, he's from where he's supposed to be, peeling potatoes down here, and that's really funny. That Mickey Mouse is not even supposed to be doing that iconic role. Because Mickey Mouse, the original idea of him, was kind of a cheeky little guy. Concept art through there. I think you crawl through the potato bit here, you do. And then you'd walk through where Pete was to get to the projector screen, but no, there's more. There's also another steamboat over there, and over there, on the left. Get this film reel, and that's both of them done. We don't have all Steamboat Willie's film reels because of, we skipped one in World of Gremlins. But when we get to Mean Street after this, we can replay projector screen levels, and we will do that at some point, but not just yet. So, let's go. Let's face the Clocktower. Of course, we still have this image for some reason. In the original game, you had a unique loading screen for it. So I've reached this area twice now. The first time I reached it was no music playing like this. The second time it was playing the boss fight music already, but then it started again. A bit bugged, but in a boss fight you will notice you now have the shotgun reticle. Why did I say reticle? What? You'll have the shotgun cursor now. So it starts playing the boss fight music already, but then you go towards him and it starts. Not timed with the music anymore whatsoever for some reason, which kind of ruins its introduction scene. So what you can do, they've actually changed it here, so his hands in the original are just completely painted. He's going to do his new attack for me as well here. This is a completely new attack, so I like that bosses have new attacks now, because this boss was very simple. So what you can do, what most people do, and I'm pretty sure the canon thing in Epic Mickey 2, is that you thin his arms and they get destroyed. Everybody does that, but it was probably not as clear you could completely paint this boss. But with him being half thinned out, it's more obvious, like, oh, I can paint this guy in. It's a bit harder now, I think. Especially with how his hands move. So, yeah, the video ending after this boss fight is actually completely fake. It's going to take me a while. That's one of his fingers painted. Another new attack, which is useful, the dash dash move is useful for. Yeah, this boss originally was just slamming his fists on the floor, and that was a rinse and repeat. But I quite like that he's got new stuff. Are they just going to keep loading games? In the bottom right. So that hand is now jammed because we've covered it back in paint, so you've got to do both of them quick enough. Also, when one of the hands are like taken care of, only one of them... what is that stuff that he actually summons, like rubble or something? Barrels? I don't know. But that'll only come from one side after you take care of one of the hands. You've got to be quick though, because if you run out of time, that will become active again. But if you get both of them, then he raises his hand out for you and you can paint his face back in. Completing the boss fight. I'm afraid I was out of my head for a bit there, sorry. So the Clocktower just... it's explained in the Epic Mickey comic books as well, or the... what is it? The graphic novel, that's it, it's the graphic novel. Or what was it? The paint or thinner capacity can change on how you deal with important characters in Wasteland. So every time you kill a boss, depending on if you defeat a boss, or redeem a boss, you actually don't really kill people. Okay, it's a bit of a tricky subject that, but you either redeem a boss with paint or destroy them with thinner, so depending on which way you use, you get more paint or thinner. Now you can actually walk onto his hands here, which is cool now, and you can see his face. You can't thin him out, I've tried, and I just did it then. But the Mad Clocktower, can I go in full mode actually? Oh, I can. Oh, it's locked. It's locked to... No, okay. The Mad Clocktower was mad because in the Epic Mickey either Digicomic or the actual Epic Mickey comic Clock Cleaners, which is called that, I'm pretty sure, as a reference, the Mad Doctor hides the It's a Small World music box behind the Clocktower's head, and him hearing the Small World song 24/7 for days, months, years maybe, drives him completely mad. And I don't know why his face thins out. I don't know if that's... Wait. What the... I don't know if that's something... Can I thin this back out? I don't think I can. But him going completely mad was because of the Small World song. Him having arms, I think, is just the Wasteland version of the Clocktower, and they decided to give him hands because he's clearly alive. But yeah, I should not have gone through that projector screen. What am I doing? I guess we'll do the Mean Street introduction cutscene now. Okay, I wasn't thinking about... I was gonna start Mean Street next time, but we're gonna just start it now, I guess. Oh well. When it loads. Is it still gonna... No, it didn't. Okay, good. Is this a theme park? Oswald copied it as best as he could. He wanted his characters to be happy. Characters? Characters the world stopped watching and stopped loving. Rough drafts, extras, characters left on the draw. You go too fast. Morse lived here in Oswald's recreation. He set up shops and an ice cream parlour. It was home before... Before what? Before the Finner disaster. This is the Japanese version of this cutscene. All life went out of Wasteland. So originally a giant tsunami of Finner just takes all of these guys out. But in the Japanese version you see Dark Beauty Castle actually lose all of its life. That's why it looks like that. But it cuts out all of, like, a lot of that cutscene, and I actually prefer the other one, though, I'm gonna be honest. This is what is left of Oswald's creation, Mickey. Welcome to Mean Street. Mickey, Gus. Hello, Marcus. Hello, Uncle Gus. Good to see you, Marcus. By any chance, have you seen Oswald lately? Last time I saw him, he was headed toward the projector screens at the end of the street. But those have been broken for a long time now. I can get that projector screen running again if you can get me a pair of gears. Horace can probably be found in a detective agency. I know he has one. Pete used to brag about his gear. He's usually hanging out at City Hall. Why did he brag about that? I'll be waiting outside the Penny Arcade. Come see me when you have those gears. Sorry, I slipped on there. And there it is. So, we have arrived at Mean Street now, which obviously is play on words on Main Street, and this is our hub world for the game. You just got a quest. We've been getting quests for the past, what, 2 hours? I'm not going to explore this now because we'll do that next time, but yeah, that original cutscene, if I can get a bit of it up, I will play now. I think Japan might have removed it because a giant wave taking out people is probably bad taste for something to appear in Japanese media because, well, but, so I can understand that, but it's cool seeing the scene of Dark Beauty Castle, but I also prefer the bits where it just shows the damage and what it left of Mean Street and all the spatters appearing. But I can understand the change. But yeah, now we're here. It took, like, it's interesting that for the first 2 hours of the game, depending on how long it takes, you don't actually have a hub world, you're just going on and on. Now we have a hub world. We're going to be coming back here after each set of levels. And we're going to explore this next time, so welcome to Mean Street, as Gus said. Let's get a nice little photo for ending that one on. Mickey's got a nice little streak coming off of his head there. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye bye.